Hello everyone, it's Jean. I've just come on today to, well, it's a little chat really, a project that I've joined, and a challenge that I've joined, and a couple of book reviews. So I'm just going to tell you where I'm up to and what the challenge is about. And it's Roxy Creations, Sarah and Rachel are doing this challenge. It's a page a month for 6 months, and it actually started, the pages started in January, the beginning of January, but previous to that they'd done some sampler pages that you can put in the book, and that was in December. Now it took me to the end of January to decide whether to join or not, because I was simply thinking about the fiasco with the tags. You know, I got so fed up of doing that I just packed it in the end, and they're just, you know, shoved away, and I might do something with them one day, but it was just the fact that it was every week for a year, and I just got tired of it. So for those that stuck with it, I think, you know, my congratulations, because it just got to me in the end. But anyway, at the end of January I decided I would join, because it's going to be a book right up my alley. So I thought, yeah, I know I'll stick with this. So it meant that I would be behind, and the first page that they did was the front page, the cover page. So although mine's not complete, I want to wait until I've done the pages, but I'll show you what I've done. So this is my cover page. It'll be an inner cover page, because I'm doing my book different to Rachel and Sarah, in as much as I want to do double page spreads rather than single pages, and do my books like I have been doing. So this is what I did, and this is just a little mat, and I thought how pretty it was. I'm obviously going to cut down there, and that will go onto the front page. I don't want to do that yet, because I want to see the finished sizes of the pages when they're together, and then I can do this just a little bit bigger. So that's why I've left it like that. But all I've done, I've used some Liberty lawn fabric, and done them in strips, and I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I've done in strips, and just fastened it across there, stitched it across I should say, and put 3 little buttons. You could put whatever title you wanted. A lot of them have put My Stitchery Journal, or Jean's Journal of Stitches. You could put what you wanted, but I thought I'd put Take a Stroll Through the Wonderful World of Stitchery. It's got this beautiful embroidery here, and I didn't do that obviously, and I think it's machine embroidered. I'm pretty certain it is, because yeah, it is machine embroidered. And then I put 3 more fabrics here, and I just sewed them down with a running stitch, put a little lace flower, and then 3 buttons again on the bottom. So that was the first thing that I did. And then because it had got, by the time I'd done that, it had got to the beginning of February, and we got the February prompt. So my idea was, well, I'll start the February one, and I didn't know whether I'd get that finished and then go back to January. But anyway, what I did, this was what I got, and this is where I am so far. So the prompt was to do neutral background colours and then put pretty flowers on. So I'd got this lovely embroidery transfer, so I just put it onto this plain fabric, and then I did this running stitch all over, but I did it in sections of, you know, going different ways, circular, down, sideways and across, so that it just gave it a nice effect. I embroidered the stems and the jar, and then I cut these little flowers from a trim that I'd got, and those, and just over stitched on the edge so that they wouldn't come off. And then I've got the rest of it to do, and I've been playing around with some things this morning. I don't know that I shall do this, because I like to play around and then I change my mind, but a bit of vintage lace there, some more really old lace the top there, and then I've cut these flowers out because that's the idea of it. Some flowers, one might go there or vice versa, or even, I don't know, but I've got those to play around with anyway. So that was that. And then when I'd done that, I decided to start on the January. So first of all I did my background, and then yesterday I managed to finish it. So this is a completed page, and the prompt for this was a bouncing bunny. Well, mine's not bouncing, but it is a rabbit. So as you can see, lots of colours in this, and I really like it. It took me a while to get started. I'd put the base colours down and thought, oh dear, where am I going to go with this? But actually, you know, I kept going and tried not to think about it too much, and I actually like how it's turned out. So we've got all different fabrics, and they're all vintage. Underneath here I just put some plain green, and then on top I dyed some dyed some of this, oh gosh, what do you call it? Well, can't think of the name of it. I'll show you. Of course, now I've got it, I've thought of the name. Cheesecloth. Put some cheesecloth on top, and then I just embroidered these little flowers. Did some little French knots here and there, and some flowers from a bit of trim. Put some straight stitch here for some grass, and stitched the rabbit on. And then, as I say, all the fabrics are vintage. Some are really old, and then I put a bit of lace, a little tiny doily underneath this yo-yo. This fabric here, I just put some cross stitches. We've got some linen buttons, and I put those on top of a trim. Some more French knots, bit of embroidery down here. Here was just a plain piece of linen with just a stripe down it, and I think that was from an old tea towel, but it looked very plain against the others. So I put some vintage lace on top, and then I put this doily, and then we've got 3 yo-yos. Another piece from my scrap box, and this piece of lace here I put all French knots in, and this here I've done all this straight stitch in different directions again. I like the effect that it gives, and just some individual fly stitches on here, and so that's how that's turned out, and I'm quite pleased with that actually. And in between all this, you know, if I've been sat at night, I started to do one of the sampler pages, and I wanted mine done in a heart, so I've done it on this piece of fabric, which is a bit crumpled now. I ought to have it in a hoop really, but I've just done it freehand. So I drew it out, drew the heart out. It's in that heat erasable pen, so that will disappear. And then I've just put the different stitches, and I've got more to do. I'm not sure whether I shall do another one of these in a different shape. I'll see how I go. So that's the stitching, and that's where I'm up to. And you know, I'm really enjoying it. It's nice because I can go my own way and do whatever I want, but the prompt is there. So there's no hard and fast rules, and I really am enjoying it. So the next thing that I'm going to show you is a book. I've had this one for a bit actually, and it's called Foolproof Flower Embroidery, and I love it. I never got it in. Can you see it okay? So it's by Jennifer Clouston, and you've got all the designs of these flowers, and I'm just going to show you, because sometimes, you know, you buy these books and if you buy them online, you don't actually see all the pages, and sometimes it can be a waste of money. But this, I really love it. There's some really lovely designs. So I'm just going to quickly go through it, and then you can decide if it's something that you might be interested in. It's not, I mean, if you're an embroiderer, you know how to do flowers, but you know, sometimes you forget about things, and I think looking through a book with all the various flowers in them and all the stitches, it just refreshes your memory. And mine needs refreshing many times. That's lovely, that one. See, that one there's just a neutral background, and then just this lovely embroidery just to bring it out. Beautiful. Embroidery stitches for stems. And she tells you what they are, and then at the back of the book shows you how to do them. Better go through it a bit quicker, hadn't I? Because you can slow the video down if you want to look at a particular one. I absolutely love it. I think it's lovely. Let's start this way. It's getting a bit awkward that way. That's the author. Oh, that's lovely. Really beautiful, and that as well. I did an embroidery, and I've still actually got it, and it's in a little coffee table with a glass top. It reminds me of that. Oh, that's about 20 years ago when I did that. 20 or 30 years ago, probably. Ideas for what you can do. They're all the stitches, so I'm not going to... They're all the stitches that she shows you how to do. Very, very informative. So that's that one. That's lovely. Foolproof Flower Embroidery by Jennifer Clouston. And I know I've looked on Amazon and that is still available. And this one I bought more recently. It's Stitch Memories by Tilly Rose. And this is another one that I like. And she's actually bringing another one out, and that's called, something Daydreams. Daydream Journals, I think it is. But that doesn't come out until the end of February. So I pre-ordered it from Amazon, but they informed me this morning that it'll be March before it comes out. But I hope it's as nice as this one. That's a lovely book cover. So I love that. Preserve your memories, keep them well. What you forget, you can never retell. That's lovely. I know on Amazon you can actually look through the book, but obviously you don't see all of the pages. But the one thing I won't do is buy a book that, you know, just has probably 3 little pictures at the bottom, because you don't know what you're buying. Oh, I like that. That's lovely. So I don't buy those. I think it's only right that they should let you look at so many pages. That's a snippet roll. That doesn't appeal to me at all. Too messy. Yesterday's memories. It's a nice idea with the threads on a spindle there. I like that. I wasn't going to do a video of the challenge that I'm doing, but I changed my mind, because it's nice to be able to look back on your videos and see what you've done. You know, it's a nice record where I know I've got the book, but it's nice to know what you've actually said in the video and what you've done. Wow. Like that. That's crazy patchwork. Lovely yo-yos. Suffolk puffs. Oh, isn't that strange? He's calling them Suffolk puffs, and I wonder if she's... Oh, I don't know whether she's English or not. Maybe an English author. Never noticed that before. Telling you how to design your own base cloth. Creating a vintage look. Well, every morning I look through the mirror, I think I've created a vintage look. Got that many lines on my face now. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with this. I love it for different reasons. There's some nice ideas in it, but the flower embroidery book, I really do like that. That's nice. That's a mood board. Well, I hope you've enjoyed looking through. might inspire you. It's, you know, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but at least you've seen what's through the book. I really do like that. I think it's lovely. So that's it. That's it for today. And hope I've not bored you. So I'm not going to be, I will show you what I'm doing, you know, where I'm up to, but I'm not going to be sat here doing stitching and showing you. I'll show you, I might show you halfway through, but I'm not going to be doing any stitching on the videos. That's something I can't watch on these videos. Somebody sitting doing a straight stitch for half an hour, it's just so boring. I can be doing something myself. So but I will show you what I'm up to. So thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and have a lovely day. Bye bye.